night, North Carolina loses again. They fell to 6-5 on the season. I don't know if they have enough quality opponents in the ACC to bolster their resume. They kind of needed to take advantage of the non-conference. Mike, I'm going to start with you, Michael Tulip. North Carolina at 6-5. Are they or aren't they an NCAA tournament team? Fact or fiction?
They are an NCAA tournament team. Fact. But I do want to mention something real quick, because I when you watch them, there's something that concerns me. And people talk about, hey, they don't get off to great starts. And look, when you're playing Kansas, when you're playing Auburn, when you're playing Bama, I mean, what do you want? Like those teams are better than North Carolina. So it's you just want to be leading every single game from start to finish. It's not realistic. So my main issue with them right now, and we'll see if they can get this rectified, is in addition to there's a lot of talk about the front court, all that, but I've seen teams over the years that have the type of psychology that North Carolina has, and right now they need the game to tell them what to do and how to play. And the easiest way I can describe that is when they get down, now it's very clear cut what needs to happen. Okay, we're down. We got to start pressuring. We got to start playing with a little more freedom, play more free of mind offensively, start making more shots like this. They are playing on the other team's terms. And John, I'll mix you in here because I want to go back to your 2012 team, right? Your 2011, 2012 team, 32 wins. Okay, if you guys took care of the ball, played with pace, and rebounded, what usually happened?
We won.
Yeah, you won.
Yeah,
so
sure.
So my point is, with Carolina, they are playing on other teams' terms. We get back into the game against Florida when Florida starts getting casual with the ball. Like, everything that they are doing is predicated on what the other team has to not do. And that's you're at a disadvantage every single game when that happens. So they need to fix that. I just think mentally, like, you need to start being the initiators, being assertive from the tip. And I think when that changes, they can go on a run in the ACC. They can. Like, there's so many winnable games there. And can you get to that 20 win mark overall? Can you get a couple more in the ACC tournament? Because if they get to 21, 22 wins, I think they'll be in. They'll be in the tournament.
Yeah, I think you have a great point. It's almost like they start playing Carolina basketball when they're down, right? Playing fast, sharing the ball, shooting good shots, defending, deflection. So you're just not used to Carolina not imposing their style of play. I was there a long time ago. I'm a dinosaur, but we knew that we wanted to run, and we wanted to run you out of the gym. There would literally be games where we'd look over to the side and 3 or 4 guys on the team would be cramping, right? Like, so that's something that is interesting. An interesting point that you brought up, man, that I didn't even think about, man. That's a great point, that they need to start playing to their how they want to play, not to how the other team makes them play. So the ACC is down this year, so they are going to have some opportunities to stack up some wins. But as a team, man, they can't have any more letdowns. They can't have any more mistakes. They can't have any more bad losses. So it's going to be tough from here on out. And they're probably going to have to take care of Duke or Clemson or Pittsburgh on the road, maybe, or beat those guys, beat 2 or 3 of those teams for them to, be a lock in the NCAA tournament and not being maybe the first 4 or something like that.
Yeah, well, look, they're 6-5, right? 4 of their 5 losses are to KenPom top 10 teams, and their bad loss is to Michigan State, who is number 18 in KenPom, and I believe number 22 in the AP. But they have no bad losses, man, and they also beat Dayton. They are going to be fine, because what's going to happen is they're going to end up winning like 15 games in the ACC, because the ACC, like, outside of Duke and Clemson, everybody is very beatable, right? And then what's going to happen is you're going to go to the selection committee. You got 12 human beings in a room that are going to look at all this stuff, and they're going to see the name North Carolina, and they're going to have them, if they're on the bubble, they're not going to leave them out because it's North Carolina. There's 12 human beings in that room making a decision. And you're telling me all of these basketball people are going to look at that name, North Carolina, and leave them out? No, not going to happen. They're dancing.
Yeah, no way in hell at that point it's going to happen. We're playing Fact or Fiction here.